So you're still not getting traction in the lone peaks? Here's what I think is actually going on. So we've seen an upgrade recently from the Max Track outsole to the Vibram outsole on the Lone Peak 9 Plus, but still people are having problems not quite getting enough grip in the wet. So if we do a quick comparison with another shoe like the Ultra King MT, we can see the lug pattern is very different, very wide base on these lugs here, and you're going to get a lot of grip on these. When you compare this to the Lone Peak, obviously you've got quite big gaps in here, and the mud can basically slide through and you won't get purchase. But sometimes it's not all about the forwards motion or the backwards motion and the grip that you get in those instances. Obviously, when we plant our foot, there is motion in every which direction. The lug design actually has a big effect here. So if we go back to the King MT, we can see that in a forwards motion, we will get great grip going forwards and even going backwards in those forces that we'd likely see when landing on the ground. But if you're looking at side to side motion, well, we haven't got much surface area on the side of these lugs, so you won't get as much grip. Now we look at a different shoe, so the Freak Calver, and the Freak Calver has these really interesting lug design, and you can see that there's a good surface area in very different directions going on here. And I found that this is actually really good in deep mud, so where you want good grip in every which direction because you may be slipping sideways, forwards, backwards, and every direction. Now if we jump back to the Lone Peak, you can see that there's some kind of this design here. We've got a lot of surface area side to side, maybe not so much forwards and backwards. And there's a lot of different types of lug patterns going on, especially through the mid and the rear of the foot. In the end, it just looks like this type of lug pattern doesn't do as good in deeper mud. So you're not going to get as good grip. But in the dry or in the moderately wet conditions, this still does a really good job. So really you need to choose the shoe depending on the conditions you're going to be running in. Deep mud, you want some big solid lugs with lots of surface area everywhere. If you've got drier conditions, you can have more sparse, shallower lugs and you'll get good durability out of that too.